Welcome to the Real Estate Espresso Podcast, your morning shot of what's new in the world of real estate investing. I'm your host, Victor Menashe. On today's show, we're talking about a technology company that looks to upend the back office work associated with real estate transactions. Real estate closings haven't changed much in the past 20 years. In fact, I can say that a large percentage of real estate transactions don't close on time. Sometimes it's the fault of the lender, who requests additional information at the last minute, but often it's the result of missing items or mistakes in the preparation of closing documents. I can also tell you that I know of several instances firsthand when a corrective deed needed to be recorded because of mistakes in the closing process. In addition to improving productivity, these back office automations also improve quality and compliance with county recorder processes and rules. Real estate transactions are largely still completed at title companies using a paper process that hasn't changed much in decades. There are a number of companies looking to disrupt the real estate closing table. In truth, there's no real reason that real estate closings can't be modernized. The leader in this space is a company called Qualia. That's spelled Qualia. Qualia is the real estate and mortgage industry's leading digital closing platform. Their new class of cloud-based closing rooms provides a complete infrastructure to streamline the home closing process for both real estate businesses and their clients. The company offers a suite of products. They bring together both home buyers, sellers, lenders, title and escrow agents, and real estate agents onto one secure remote platform. Since the company launched in 2015, over 500,000 real estate professionals have used Qualia for their clients, and the company's been named one of the fastest rising fintech startups. They've grown to nearly 400 employees, and they've been recognized by Forbes as one of America's best startup employers. They're headquartered in San Francisco, and they have offices in Austin, Texas. And as of earlier this week, Qualia is the latest company to gain unicorn status. The term unicorn is used to describe a company that's grown from startup to a valuation of $1 billion. Earlier this week, they announced the raising of a $65 million Series D financing round, increasing its total funding to $160 million and valuing the 5-year-old startup at $1 billion. Qualia's aim is to digitize the home selling process so that it's easier for everyone. The company's platform acts as a virtual deal room, allowing customers to review and sign paperwork remotely from the safety of their home or on their phones. The pandemic has been a tailwind for Qualia, as all real estate parties involved needed a way to conduct transactions remotely. The pandemic has been a bit of a forcing function to break past the legislative barriers that have prevented electronic closings up until now. The linchpin in this whole system has been the title agent, which verifies the title of a property being sold. It was also the very last to modernize in the industries. Lenders and brokers also can use Qualia as a digital back office, and often the title agent also acts as the notary in the real estate transaction. Documents that are recorded are generally required to have the signatures notarized, and the slow movement has been legislative and at the state level. The United States is thought of as a single country, but in truth it's a union of 50 states, each with their own rules as to how real estate closings are to be performed. And one of the biggest hurdles standing in the way of industry-wide remote online notarization is the fact that it's got to be legal first at the state level. And prior to the pandemic, the march towards nationwide passage of online notarization has been slow, but it's been gaining momentum. Virginia was the first state to enact permanent legislation back in 2011, and before COVID-19, only 22 states have followed suit. In response to COVID-19, a number of other states have issued temporary executive orders or other temporary authorizations allowing for the use of remote online notarization. Some of these orders allow for the use of remote ink sign notarizations, where the notary uses a video conference to witness the signing of a wet ink document. And then those signed documents are returned by courier to the notary, who then affixes the stamp or the notarial seal. Some of the major agencies like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have also provided temporary guidelines for remotely signed documents in order to complete the mortgage process. Now, just because a state authorizes remote notaries doesn't mean that that's been enacted at the county level. Counties each have their own individual rules. Some don't allow electronic recording. So in those cases, everything has to be papered out again and the wet ink signatures notarized and recorded at the county level. So as you're looking at your upcoming real estate closings, I would ask your title company if they've implemented electronic closings for their transactions. And if not, what's preventing them from implementing a fully electronic closing table solution? As you think about that, have an awesome rest of your day. Go make some great things happen. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.